Hi everyone, it's Roberto Perez, your sales coach. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. I've got some awesome sales tips for you. The first thing I want to talk about is prospecting. One of the most important skills that we can develop is a prospecting skill, and this is why. Everyone gets fixated for some reason on closing skills, on having good things to say for the close. I am not putting closing skills down, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having great closing skills. Most veteran salespeople, if they've been at it for a long time, if they've been in the industry for a long time, they will have really good closing skills, and that's awesome. And you do need good closing skills. However, the most important skill to develop is prospecting, and there's a reason for it. Most of the top sales consultants in the industry right now, they're constantly prospecting. You cannot ignore the fact that you can have all the great closing skills in the world, but if you don't have customers sitting in front of you, who are you going to close, right? These are techniques that are being used by some of the best sales consultants in the industry that are doing awesome right now. They're making tons of money. They're selling 30 plus cars month in and month out. I know I've said this before. It's not from the population or because they're in bigger dealerships or the volumes are higher. It is because of what they're doing. These guys are doing awesome things with their social media. They're using technology to their advantage to make their job easier, more effective. And I'm not telling you guys that it's easy, because nothing about prospecting is easy. I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but I'm telling you that this stuff works. Look, you got to put in the effort. When I talked to one of the top sales consultants in the industry, here's what he had to say. He said, you get out what you put into it when it comes to prospecting. Let's get one thing straight. Calling customers on your database is not cold calling. Calling customers on your database is calling a customer that belongs to the store. Now, all you have to do, that is already your customer. All you have to do is make sure that you can have a good conversation with that customer, letting them know that you're going to be looking after them. Tackle your orphan list. One of the most powerful ways to get through your orphan list is to obviously start calling people, but don't try to sell somebody something right on the phone. That's not going to happen. What you want to do is set up appointments. That's what you're selling right now. That's what you're negotiating, and that's what you're closing. You're closing on an appointment. The goal of making calls on an orphan list is to meet with the customer. So what you have to do is you have to create a dialogue with your customer. You have to create I would highly recommend that before you even pick up a phone, that you actually have a script in front of you. If you want to create your own script, that's great. If you don't want to create your own script, there's tons of them available online, so you can just go ahead and download one. The thing about calling customers with a script is that you're not going to be mumbling or looking for words. If you don't get a hold of the customer on the phone, leave them a compelling message. Mr. Customer, I'd love to talk with you. I've got some important information for you. Please call me back. Create some suspense in your phone call to generate the curiosity for the customer to call you back. One of the best things that you can do when you're on the phone with a customer is get them talking. The more they talk to you, the better they'll feel about you. Now, this is what the most successful sales consultants in the industry are doing. They're growing their social media network. And that's what most people fail to realize, is that the real power, the real game changer is in your own social media efforts. Here's the thing. I want to bring up a quote from Wayne Gretzky, the great one. He said he always put himself where the puck was going to be. And as a sales consultant, you got to place yourself where customers are going to be. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. It's the same thing when it comes to sales. If you don't have customers in front of you, you're not going to sell anything. You want to increase the open rate of the email by sending the customer a text telling them that you sent them some awesome information in an email that they need to take a look at. Increase your open rate, send a text, follow up with a text, follow up with a phone call. You want to win mobile moments. So then there's also prospecting in the service department. You have tons of customers that are constantly coming into service. Spend some time in service. Get to know the people down there. Hey, Mr. Customer, I see that you have your truck getting serviced. Do you want to come up to the showroom? In the meantime, you're going to be here for a while. Might as well, I'd love to have your opinion on how the new truck looks. What do you think? Social media. For those of you that are going to embark on this journey, okay, there's a few people. If you don't want your personal Facebook profile, which is the best way to work this, by the way, the best angle is to use your personal profile to communicate with your customers. However, if that's not if you don't feel comfortable with that, then what you can do is build yourself a page to communicate with your customers. What I'm telling you right now, I know it doesn't sound like prospecting, but in fact, it is one of the best ways to prospect for customers. You see, I'll give you an example. If you make a delivery video when you deliver your next vehicle and you tag the customers both, let's say you have a couple, and you tag the husband and the wife in the video, that's going to reach all of their friends in their network. Think about that. You're going to reach all their friends in their network. The best sales consultants in the industry right now have huge followings on their Facebook. And that's the game changer for a sales consultant in the industry today. Use social media to your advantage. It's free, it's easy, and it's so effective. So create delivery videos for your customers. At the very least, take a picture with your customer doing the delivery and sharing that with those people. When they post that, and those people who got a new vehicle, it's going to feed to all their friends. Prospecting skills. Let's just quickly go over them. Orphan lists. When you call people, look to find their email information, send them an email, send them a text telling them that you emailed them. When you do a vehicle delivery, when you do your next vehicle delivery, make sure you take a video, have fun, make it a kind of an exciting event. It's a big deal for the customer. So often we become desensitized to the delivery process. We aren't really excited about it because we do this all the time. So what happens is we kind of get numb to it. But for the customer, it's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And they want to share that with their friends. People, they live their lives through Facebook now. Everything they do, people go on vacations through Facebook. People buy a vehicle, they'll put it on Facebook. Everything that they do is on Facebook. They want to share that with their family and friends. And for you to miss out on that opportunity, you're missing out on touching hundreds of people every single time. Think about that. And that's prospecting in today's market. Video is so powerful right now. It's amazing. It works great. You want to use video whenever you possibly can. Now, I know that salespeople have a lot of technology to deal with. I get that. And the delivery is tough, and there's a lot to do in the delivery. But this isn't for anybody but you. Think about that. This will help you generate the kind of income that you deserve. It's not just your dealership page. That's not where customers are coming from. Customers are going to come from your own Facebook page. Customers want to engage with people that way. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Sell lots of vehicles, make lots of money, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care.